All right. Mr. Price?
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to call item 52 special for amendments, and accuse myself from items 48 and 51 because my wife's employer has worked with an organization listed on this item in the past.
48 and 51. All right.
Soy miembro de SAGE del 2002. Estoy haciendo comentario general. Vivo en el sur de Los Ángeles. Estoy aquí apoyando a ULA, que financia el programa de State House LA.
Yes, I have been a member of ACE since 2002. I'm doing general public comment. I am from South Los Angeles, and I support ULA, and I'm here so that we can do the State House LA.
En mi caso, cuando más necesitaba State House, me ayudó en la corte. Yo no tenía abogado gratis y en ese momento de desalojo, el juez me dio tiempo para conseguir abogado gratis.
Yes, and in my case, State House LA has really helped me when I was in court because I was facing eviction, and the judge allowed me to receive legal representation without any cost.
Por medio de SAGE y State House me dieron más tiempo, el juez me dio más tiempo en la corte para estar en el apartamento.
And because of SAGE and State House LA, the judge has given me more time in court to get legal representation and to still remain housed.
Ustedes tienen el poder para apoyar a ULA, por favor. No queremos que más gente viva en la calle. Muchas gracias.
You guys have the power to support ULA. Please, we do not want more people to be on the streets. Thank you.
Ronaldo Ernesto Linares.
Ronaldo Ernesto Lunares.
Vengo por algo de una deuda de un código de mi casa.
I'm here for a debt about one of my housing codes.
Lamentablemente hace mucho tiempo pusieron un código, tenía una deuda con la ciudad.
I had a debt with the city, unfortunately, because of the housing code.
De principio pensé que era un cobro fraudulento, ¿verdad?
At first I thought it was a fraudulent charge.
Con el tiempo me di cuenta que era un código, me pusieron de algo en la casa, tal vez no estoy muy seguro de qué, ¿verdad?
But as time passed, I realized that there was a sanction or a code that was put in my house. I wasn't sure.
Lamentablemente transcurrió el tiempo y la cuenta se incrementó.
Unfortunately, as time passed, the amount in the account went up.
Hasta el momento he tratado de pagar, pero no dan facilidad de pago. Sí dan, pero solo pocos pagos, ¿verdad? Entonces no he podido, lamentablemente.
And I've been trying to pay, but unfortunately, it's very difficult to be able to do this in payments.
Es todo.
That is all.
Okay, thank you. Next speaker.
Quiero pedirle a los concejales que por favor protejan a ULA.
I want to ask the council members to please protect ULA.
Para que ganáramos ULA, tuvieron un requisito de ponernos 60,000 firmas. Logramos 90,000.
And to be able to support ULA, they asked us to make 60,000 to get 60,000 signatures, but we actually got 90,000.
La ganamos en la boleta.
We won it in the vote.
Es un voto democrático del pueblo.
It's a democratic vote from the people.
Ahora los ricos dicen que ULA no funciona.
And now the rich say that ULA does not work
Porque les duele a ellos.
because they see them.
Pero necesitamos que ULA sea protegida, porque ULA protege a inquilinos para que no sean desalojados.
But we need to protect ULA because ULA protects tenants who are facing eviction and homelessness,
Con una visión también de vivienda diferente a la que estamos viviendo.
with a vision of having a different housing situation that we are living right now.
Ahora recabamos 1,000 millones
And now we raise hundreds of millions,
cual no se han podido usar por tantas trabas que nos ponen.
which they are unable to use because of how many obstacles we face.
Exigimos y pedimos que se respete este voto democrático que se ganó y dejen de hacerle tanto daño a que ULA no sirve.
And we ask you to respect this democratic vote. We urge you to respect this democratic vote that was won fair and square.
A nuestras comunidades ULA le sirve.
For our communities, ULA is of benefit.
Y a los ricos son unos llorones.
And the rich are a bunch of crybabies.
Ganamos la medida A y nosotros no nos quejamos porque nosotros pagamos los impuestos. Pedimos protecciones para ULA ahora.
We want Measure A, and we don't complain because we pay taxes. We want this measure right now.
Mi nombre es Laura Esquivel y trabajo en el aeropuerto de Los Ángeles. Ahora en este día vengo a darle un mensaje al presidente Marquis.
My name is Laura Esquivel. I work in the Los Angeles airport, and now I'm here to give a message to the president of the council, Marquis.
Muy a mi pesar me he enterado de que usted puso una moción el viernes.
Unfortunately, I found out that you pushed ahead a motion last Friday.
Usted sabe que nosotros hemos ganado el salario olímpico.
And you know that we won the Olympic wage.
Ya lo hicimos por 2 veces.
We did it 2 times.
Y no es justo que ahora vengan y nos quieran otra vez estar atacando con eso.
And it's not just that you come at us again attacking us with this.
Nosotros somos los que trabajamos el aeropuerto.
We are the ones who work at Los Angeles Airport.
Nosotros lo movemos la economía de Los Ángeles.
We are the ones who move the economy of Los Angeles.
Y no estamos dispuestos a perder lo que hemos ganado.
We are not willing to lose what we have won.
Hemos luchado por 2 años.
And we fought for 2 years.
Señor Marquis,
Mr. Marquis,
piense lo que está haciendo.
think about what you are doing.
Nosotros somos trabajadores.
We are workers.
Por favor, siga siendo el líder que es.
Please continue to be the leader that you are.
No sea el Grinch de nuestra Navidad.
Don't be the Grinch of our Christmas.
Good morning. Which items?
I said 2 and 3. I just actually want to know, I know you guys are under a lot of pressure, but why you didn't take her thing about nuisance abatement and liens yesterday. She had a property on Sunset. She offered it. I thought you should have taken her suggestion, that's all. Okay, I'm moving to, also, yesterday I talked about a book called Lawless. This is what
Okay, so are you moving to general public comment now?
No, not yet, okay.
Okay, if you want to talk about the book, you need to move to general.
Okay, we're a general, all right.
Okay, you have 1 minute.
This woman is a lawyer and a professor. Lawless is what Trump is not, is. Also, this guy is a Republican, and he's still a Republican. And I highly recommend this book. He said under the second administration of Trump, you won't be able to get a book out of the library if you're a Democrat. Okay, this, I'm going to talk about silent sound. El patente de silent sound, el sonido no en los oídos, pero sí en el cráneo es un secreto. Okay, it's so secret que yo fui a Staples y no quieren compartir el secreto y pagué $50.
Yes, the sound that they do, you cannot hear it in your ears. You hear it inside your skull. I went to Staples, but they did not want to give me money back. But I paid for it, and they did not give me it.
Yo compré 12 veces. Yo compré 12 camisas hace 6 meses, MGA en Van Nuys. Y no me dieron mis camisas porque la tecnología es secreto.
Yes, I bought 12 shirts 6 months ago, MGA, but they did not give me the shirts because that technology is secret.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Daisy Zhang. My partner and I are the named buyers in the motion in regards to item 43. I just want to make it clear to the council member, to the council that we already own a 50% interest in this property, and it is a private property that is the driveway easement to the adjacent property we already own. We are requesting to buy this from the city because at the request of DBS zoning, and it is what is required for us to obtain our building permit to build our single-family home. So we're asking the council to vote yes in support of the sale and in support of us building our family home. Thank you. And I want to thank Councilmember Geraldo and Blumenfeld for putting forth this motion.
Thank you. My name is Karen Ramirez. I am a community organizer for the organization SAGE, and I'm also a resident of your council district, Mr. Marquise Harris-Dawson. I just recently bought a home there, so I really love that neighborhood. In 2022, voters just like myself and colleagues here behind me said yes to the Measure ULA because we wanted to do something about the housing affordability in Los Angeles. We wanted to do something about the nearly 45 unhoused people who would be sleeping on our streets tonight. Today, ULA has raised close to $1 billion to fund construction of affordable new housing, an unprecedented amount of money for a city in the US. We are making incredible progress. Why? Because finally we are amassing revenue on a scale that will actually make a difference, not just a dent. In this way, Measure ULA is transformational. We ask you to support Measure ULA and to stay with the people who voted for this measure. Thank you.
I don't like to put words into other people's mouths, but it seems that most of the people you see here regularly all have versions of the same issue. Elected officials are working hard to keep serious problems away from juries. In other words, you all have appointed yourselves judge and jury. It really doesn't matter if an attorney gives you an opinion that some action is legal. It matters if a criminal jury says that it's legal. And by allowing city employees to keep contentious issues out of the criminal courts, you are fostering crime. People have hammered you with reports of human trafficking, brazen violations of free speech, attacks with exotic weapons, or as with me, the police deliberately ignoring extortion. If someone has communicated with you outside of a public meeting that this legal inaction is acceptable, then that communication is illegal. You need to tell them to drop dead.
Sounds good. My name is Alfonso Directo Jr. I'm the Advocacy Director at ACT LA. Good to see many of you today. I'm here to urge you to continue to support Measure ULA. Measure ULA is working as intended. The first goal of ULA is to increase access to permanently affordable housing for people in vulnerable communities, permanently removing profit incentive from housing. I'm here today to urge you to join us in advancing this decommodified mission of ULA and maximize funding for permanently affordable social housing. Over the next 5 years, expiring covenants threaten housing stability of 3,000 families. This is preventable with permanently affordable social housing. Join us in fighting for ULA and social housing in LA. Thank you.
Okay, good morning. You have 3 minutes for the items and 1 minute for general. I will ask that I believe you made an accommodation request. So we don't have to have this conversation now, but we appreciate if you were consistent on that. Go ahead. Mr. Herman, your time is running.
Tan malo como dicen por ahí. Ay, ay, ay. No soy un tonto, pendejo abogado de Los Ángeles. No, no seas tan malo, puto.
Don't be so bad. I'm not that stupid, dumbass attorney.
Okay, so
I'm not
this
that
is.
bad.
Let the interpreter finish. I apologize. Go ahead.
25-0900.
So, hold on. You need to, this is your only warning. I need you to stick to the agenda items. You know the rules. If you don't, then I'll move to general public comment. Go ahead. Your time was paused.
25-0900 S20 and CD11. Fuck it for the record. Item number 2, CD9, criminal current price, Thursday court. Fuck item number 2, 150160 S73. Item 3, 150160S936, fuck CD10. Number 4, 160160S394, CD15, stupid motherfucker, fuck that item too. Item number 5, CD11, hearing protests of appeals for objection of the building and safety, fuck item CD11 and 5, 250160S126. 9 fucking appeals here. Fuck all 9 and fuck you. Now, in my other items on this fucking agenda is about item 68. Is that on the agenda, asshole? Thank you for nodding. Now I got your attention. Tan malo y las malas de Padilla y la otra gorda mu smoking scan is that número 251434. Es imposible para estos cabrones jodidos que roban tanto pinche dinero a ustedes, la gente atrás que mí.
So they're so bad. You have Padilla and Moo Hernandez and Smoke and Scan for Council 525-1434, and it's impossible for these fucking assholes to let money be stolen from the people behind me.
Y número 60, cabrón, en CD6 del Padilla, la pinche puta. Es lo que ellos están diciendo que nosotros trae un amor. En inglés la palabra es C-A-R-E. Care for this, motherfuckers. Smoke and scan. Now into my general fucking public.
All right, you have 1 minute for general. Go ahead.
Goddamn right, motherfucker. Under CF-1208, CF-1208S1, 1600S, Flower and Hope. Fucking South Park Tower Project. Fuck you, Joe Wardo. Fix the fucking problem there, you goddamn bitches. That's for item number 38 and 39 for the record. And I'm asking you to appeal and sustain this fucking action by that chongo up there. You, chongo, with your lights on. Swing on this. Smoke and scan. Smoke and scan. And in my closing rebuttal with this fucked up city with a fucked up plan and a fucked up reason for the fucked up excuses, give these motherfuckers a chance to survive with $45 fucking an hour. Fuck the airport. Fuck Gavin Newsom. And fuck you, Mr. Attorney, for interrupting me. Pinche sangrón puto madre way.
And your time has expired. Next speaker. Good morning. If you need to shake it off, it's okay. It's a lot to follow up on. But
It's a hard act to follow.
it's a very hard act to follow, but we appreciate you trying. Which
Hopefully
items would you like to speak to?
I'm sorry, I'm here for general public comment.
Okay, no worries. You have 1 minute. Go ahead.
My name is Cynthia Strathman. I'm the executive director of the community group SAGE. I'm here with the other Sejistas and our allies to express our support for Measure ULA and to celebrate its accomplishments as it nears the $3 billion mark, or the $1 billion, 3-year mark and $1 billion. Measure ULA has made some huge inroads into some of the structural challenges that we face in our housing sector, and it is allowing projects that are underway to meet funding gaps and new projects to get underway that are going to provide housing for our residents who are least able to afford it. It is also a model for progressive wealth taxing from around the country, one of the few progressive models of such taxes today. And as such, I hope that you will join the hundreds of thousands of people who voted for it in supporting it and celebrating it. There's almost 60 folks here from SAGE today. We're not all speaking. Merry Christmas, but we're here to support.
Hi, my name is John Paul Lin. I'm a staff attorney with BetZedek's Small Business Development Program. We provide legal assistance to hundreds of low to moderate income small business owners every year at zero cost to them. We are one of only 2 such programs in LA, and EWDD is our main funding source. So the proposed consolidation into CIFD will disrupt the provision of these essential services. EWDD has been a vital partner to BetZedek during a time when so much is at stake. particularly with the wildfires at the beginning of this year, and I've personally seen the federal tariffs and ICE raids decimate the ability of our small businesses to operate profitably or even stay in business. Looking forward to the 2026 World Cup and 2028 Olympics, it is essential that we preserve experienced leadership and dedicated economic expertise within city government. This consolidation would set us apart in the wrong way from other major cities. My final point is that business services are not social services, so please keep EWDD independent. Thank you.
My name is Kimberly Sun, and I'm a member of Poder Comunitario Collective. I'm here respectfully but firmly asking you to protect ULA. ULA has prevented evictions and has protected thousands of tenants by providing access to free attorneys. Thanks to ULA, many families have been able to stay in their homes and have a real chance at stability and dignity. ULA has a clear purpose: to ensure that communities can have a fair and more just vision of housing. That is why we are asking you to protect it. ULA is a democratic vote, a measure that passed because the people demanded it and because communities need it. You cannot take away what the community won at the ballot box. Thank you.
Danos acceso a abogados gratuitos cuando enfrentamos órdenes de desalojo.
And through Measure ULA, we have been able to have access to free attorneys to be able to help us with our evictions.
Ahora quieren quitárnoslos argumentando que afecta a la ciudad, pero sabemos que quienes impulsan esas ideas son los ricos, a quienes
Now you want to take that away from us under the argument of it having an effect on the city. But we know who's behind this, that's pushing this agenda. It's the rich people. Adelante.
esas ideas son los ricos, a quienes no les importa nuestra comunidad.
And these are the ideas of the rich who don't care at all about the community.
Nosotros como comunidad hemos visto con nuestros propios ojos que gracias a ULA podemos tener.
We as a community have witnessed firsthand the benefits of Measure ULA.
Representación legal y una posibilidad real de mantener nuestra vivienda. Por eso pedimos con firmeza que ULA sea protegida.
And through Measure ULA, we have witnessed people get access to legal representation and the real possibility or opportunity to be able to keep their homes. So we ask you firmly to please protect Measure ULA.
Good morning. Which items would you like to speak to?
General public comment, please.
Okay, so you have 1 minute.
Thank you. My name is Anaí. I'm a constituent of District 10, and I work alongside SAGE. Measure ULA is doing exactly what the majority of Los Angeles voters knew it would do when they approved it, which is fund bold, comprehensive, and permanent solutions to our housing crisis. ULA is now an integral part of the city's budget and programs, and it is far and away the most powerful tool we have to increase housing affordability and reduce homelessness. Just weeks ago, the Los Angeles Housing Department approved a $425 million spending program to build affordable housing. That's more than 5 times what they typically allocate in a single year. This is a groundbreaking achievement, and it is all thanks to Measure ULA. We should celebrate ULA and the positive difference it is making for families all over LA who are rent burdened and who desperately need affordable housing options. Thank you.
Hi, council members. My name is Nick, and I'm here with Lane to voice our support for ULA, a transformational policy that is already making a difference in the lives of Angelenos. This measure was passed with a strong mandate from voters to address a long-standing housing crisis. Funds have already helped tens of thousands of renters stay housed, while just a few weeks ago, LAHD approved $425 million for affordable housing, a groundbreaking achievement made possible by ULA. We are also here today to urge council to stand with tourism workers against outrageous pressure tactics to weaken wages and health care. For council to capitulate not only hurts workers now, but sets a dangerous precedent for our legislative process and any gains for working families. We urge you to keep ULA strong, to stand with tourism workers, and to continue building a Los Angeles that prioritizes people over profit. Thank you.
My name is Jason Enright. I'm a member of the North Hollywood Northeast Neighborhood Council, and I'm a member of LA Forward. I've noticed a disturbing trend. The people fight really hard to win something. We fought for LARSO. We get in front of this council, and then you all weaken it. We fight for the Olympic wage, and Marquise now wants to weaken it. We fought for Measure ULA. I wore out 2 pairs of shoes canvassing for Measure ULA. And now that this council wants to weaken it. When are you going to start listening to the people? The people want affordable housing. The people want good wages. The people want low rents. And y'all seem more interested in listening to millionaires and billionaires than working with us. All these people took off work, came down here, took the subway, so that they could come down here and ask you to, protect these things. Really need to listen. Thanks.
So my name is Manny Morales, and I am a community organizer at SAGE. I'm part of the State House LA team. I also live in CD14, Isabel Jurado's district. So I'm here in support of Measure ULA. Over the past 2 years, Measure ULA has helped tens of thousands of renters at risk of eviction and homelessness. ULA has enabled the city to provide emergency rental assistance to families still suffering from income loss due to the pandemic and more recently, federal immigration raids. ULA has enabled the city to provide legal assistance to households being harassed by or unlawfully evicted by their landlords. And ULA has ensured our seniors, the fastest growing population of unhoused peoples, can afford to stay in their home by funding rental aid. This is exactly what we, the voters, wanted when we said yes to LA. Housing, care, and stability for working class households struggling with rising rents and the cost of living in Los Angeles. Thank you.
Good morning, council members. Blair Beston, Executive Director of the Historic Core Business Improvement District. And I wanted to speak on the dissolving of the EWDD into the CIFD, and it's disturbing. It's a red flag to us about how our city is prioritizing our businesses. I hope you can appreciate what we've been through, what they've been through with raids, COVID, riots. 23 businesses in June were decimated and hundreds of thousands of dollars in losses. We need to think about a department and a focus on this and prioritize our businesses in some kind of structure. We'd love to be a part of the conversation about it, and it's just disturbing that this is just sort of happening behind the scenes and we haven't really had a discussion. So thank you.
Mi nombre es Sofía Mendoza, soy miembro de ACE.
Hi, my name is Sofía Mendoza. I'm an ACE member.
Estoy aquí para apoyar y defender la medida ULA.
I'm here to support and defend Measure ULA.
La ULA ha alcanzado ahora su primer $1,000 millones en ingresos.
Measure ULA has made its first $1 billion in income.
Pero hoy ULA está bajo ataque coordinado por la Asociación contra los Impuestos.
But today, ULA is under a coordinated attack through the tax organization.
Es importante mantener esto porque a mí me ha ayudado, ¿sí? Yo he sido 2 veces demandada por desalojo y esto me ha ayudado a mí, o sea que nos beneficia a nosotros los inquilinos.
And it's very important for us to keep this measure because it has personally helped me as I have faced 2 separate evictions. So I personally have benefited from it as a tenant.
Estoy aquí para demandar que no toquen ULA y también representen el pago de los Juegos Olímpicos y los trabajadores merecen los $30 la hora ahora mismo.
And so I'm here to demand for you to not touch Measure ULA, and I'm also here to represent the need for us to have Olympic wages. People need their $30 an hour now.
Nosotros como organizaciones nos unimos y ganamos esto, ¿sí? Para las personas de hotel. Entonces, es importante que respeten esto, no se los estén demorando a ellos. Gracias.
So as an organization, we came together and we won this for hotel workers. And so we're here to say you need to respect that and to no longer delay it.
Good morning, honorable council members. General public comment.
Okay, you'll have 1 minute.
My name is Anna Hoffman, and I'm a Power Community Power. And I'm a renter in Boyle Heights, living under a lot of harassment. I dream of affordable housing where I don't have to have an abusive and hateful landlord. That's what I'm here to talk about, the importance of the ULA law. It was voted on by the people of Los Angeles, who demand a program that benefits renters. We need to protect and keep ULA funds, which belongs to us, to save and create affordable and social housing. Please don't give the power to the developers and don't change the ULA. We need voted. Thank you so much.
Buenos días, mi nombre es Tomasa Martínez.
Good morning, my name is Tomasa Martinez.
Soy miembro de ACE y vivo en el Distrito 14. Estoy aquí para apoyar y defender la medida ULA.
Yes, I am a member of ACE living in District 14, and I'm here to support measure for ULA.
ULA está alcanzando ahora sus primeros $1,000 millones en ingresos que son del pueblo.
And the ULA is now reaching its first $1 billion in income, which comes from the people.
Pero ahora ULA está bajo ataque coordinado por Asociación contra Impuestos.
But now ULA is under attack by associations of taxes, of tax income.
Esta mañana me llamó mi amiga diciéndome que estaba yendo muy mal. Le quitaron su carro y para completar el paquete tiene miedo que la saquen de su departamento.
This morning, my friend was attacked. She is scared that she is facing eviction, and they also took her car.
Ella vive en el Distrito 1.
She lives in the 1st District.
Debido a que no ha salido a trabajar por los secuestros de estos sicarios del hielo.
Because she was not able to go to work because of the taxes.
Estoy aquí para demandar que no toquen ULA, ya que eso le ayudaría a ella a protegerse de un desalojo y que también respeten el pago de los Juegos Olímpicos. Los trabajadores merecen eso y más. Gracias.
I am here to ask that you please support ULA so that she may continue to be able to protect herself from harassment of the landlords. I am also asking you to support the Olympic wage so that we can protect our workers as well.
I want to start with Señor Lee. Le debe una disculpa a la señora Audit LA.
I'm sorry, Mr. City Attorney, the interpreter headset is having some issues. Could I ask the speaker to repeat?
Sure, can you please repeat
Yeah,
that?
but you took some of my time away. You had to give me back. Okay, Señor Lee, le debe una disculpa a la señora Audit LA.
Mr. Lee, you owe an apology to the lady, Miss Audit LA.
Thank you. Okay. That's on topic. I'm sorry. I don't care what you say, Mr. Attorney.
okay.
It's on topic.
Can you
Okay,
hold
but
her time?
we'll move on, but we will move on, okay?
Thank you.
For the street vacations, big no, I don't want any street vacations because then it just gives Scientology the hope that you're going to come and give them their compound that they want. Okay, that's why I don't want any street vacations in number 60 and 61. It's there, Mr. City Attorney. We just don't want them having more power than they already have. Which brings me to the New Year's Eve event. And, happy, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's, Happy Hanukkah, happy every holiday to all of you and Smoke and Scan family. But I want you to make sure with whoever's doing the New Year's Eve event that it's not Scientology related, and I say it because of this. It turns out that Scientology actually controls the Christmas parade in Hollywood. It's absolutely, it's undeniable. And Mr. Hugo, it's probably why he is like under a pressure cooker, why he can't help us out at all. But he has to help us because it's not right. You don't want people who do human trafficking and all these things and slave labor. So everyone working, okay, at Scientology on the parade makes slave labor $47 a week for 110 hours.
So
I'm talking about the New Year's Eve event. I don't want this happening to the New Year's event.
I gave you a wide latitude. You're talking about the Christmas parade, and the item is not about the Christmas parade.
Okay, well, I'm just trying to make a comparison.
I understand.
Okay.
I waited for you to connect it. So you got about 15 seconds left on this item that's 73. It is related to the New Year's Eve right of entry permit. So please stick to that for the next 15 seconds. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. So I don't want the New Year's Eve event to have the same thing where it turns out next year we find out that it was all slave labor, $47 a week, Sea Org members doing it. And if you guys aren't, you're going to get sued. The city's going to be liable. There's not allowed to have slave labor running our parades.
Please move on to the next item. You can continue during general if you'd like, but please move on to another item. Go ahead.
Okay, Mr. Hugo. And the other one is for the art, right? We want to do art murals. It's somewhere between 60 and 70, whatever. It's in there about doing art, the arts, whatever. Okay, I'm all for doing more murals and art. Okay, and it's for our immigrant community, right? Talking and doing pictures on the immigrant community. Well, I say yes, but I want a caveat. I want to be able to do one mural myself where I am warning the immigrant community not to get sucked up by Scientology with the promise of a R1 visa, because they will then hold that visa, and if you ever want to escape, and you likely will, you will not be able to. So yes to the art, but with that caveat. I want the community warned, okay, Mr. Hugo? And Mr. Hugo should be listening. It's his, he's the one with all the Scientology buildings in his area, and he does nothing about it. I mean, at least Mr. McCosker pretends he's listening. And you know what? And Ms. Hernandez, you got off track. He was talking to you. Thankfully, not during when I'm talking, because, you know, I'd be heartbroken. But anyway, so I'll just let it run down. So shout out to Smoke and Scan.
General
and
public
boom,
comment. You
here
have
we
1
go.
minute.
Okay. I want to talk about the Shrine event. Now, this is Mr. Curran Price's area. The city granted Scientology the permit to go to the Shrine for their whatever event it is, their New Year's event filming, okay? And Mr. Curran Price, you know, I've come here long enough of us have come here, you know it's a cult. You know they violate all of our constitutional rights by closing the sidewalks illegally. And then Laura FM, who's a sweet, lovely woman, comes here and tells how she was born and raised in this cult, okay, and that they withheld her, the LAPD, and no offense to these guys here, but they withheld her from being able to go on the sidewalk that she's legally able to go on to say hi to her father, who she hasn't seen in 5 years, because he's being held basically, in my opinion, captive by Scientology. So, Mr. Curran Price, can you please do your duty and not allow this? Tell them to revoke it. Okay, and like I said, I wish Smoke and Scan family and everyone here a wonderful holiday season. Not sure if I'll be here Friday. Thank you for kind of listening, some of you kind of listening for the past year. I appreciate it.
Hi, I'm Javon Houston, airport worker. Yes, this is my 3rd day being here this week. Just want to let the city council president know how of a gut punch he hit us as workers. For supporting him. It's a shame. It really is a shame. Please, I know you see this room filled with people today here wanting a change. They want affordable housing. They want livable wages. They want health care. This city of Los Angeles is filled with money. Please give these workers and these people in this city what they need. Don't be the Grinch of Christmas this year. Don't take what we fought hard, so very hard, to win. Council President, we deserve this. And yes, I will be here. I work 2 o'clock in the morning, but yes, I'm still here this morning.
Which items?
Muy buenas. Dios los bendiga a cada uno. No he visto que alguien salude, pero bueno, saludo yo. Mi nombre es Fabia Salazar. Vengo a hacer comentario general. Mi
Yes, good morning. God bless all of you
a
guys. I
pedir
say
que
hi
de
to
favor
you.
el
I saw
caso
that you are not saying hi, but it's okay.
de
My name is
ULA
Fabiana
sea
Salazar, public
respetado.
comment. I'm here to ask that the case of
Listo.
ULA be respected. That's it.
Vengo a pedir que de favor el pedido de ULA y las necesidades de nuestra comunidad, de las personas que estamos en la calle, en el bus o que pagamos renta, realmente somos los que sentimos la necesidad, no los que andan en carros de lujo, los millonarios. Ellos no sienten la necesidad como nosotros el pueblo, la verdad, los que andamos ahí en condiciones difíciles.
Yes, I'm here asking for ULA. The members of our community are the ones who need it, the people on the street, the people who ride the buses, the people who pay the rent, not those who are driving luxury car, the millionaires. It's us who are facing difficult situations that need it.
Pido que de favor, lo que todos estamos pidiendo aquí, el grupo SAGE, de favor sea escuchado. No nos hagamos los olvidados, porque eso sería muy triste que realmente no consideren la necesidad del pueblo que anda en la calle. Muchas gracias.
Please, it is all of us who are asking for this. Do not let us be forgotten, because this is out of necessity for the people who run the risks of being on the street and for the people who are on the street.
Good morning. Which items would you like to speak to?
Sí, buenos días. Mi nombre es Dominga Solórzano y soy miembro de ACE. Estoy aquí para apoyar y defender la medida ULA. Esta está alcanzando ahora su primer $1,000 millones en ingresos.
Yes, my name is Dominga Solorza. I am a member of ACE. I'm here to support ULA as it is right now reaching its first $1 billionth in income revenue.
Pero hoy ULA está bajo ataque coordinado por la Asociación contra Impuestos.
But right now ULA is under attack, under a coordinated attack for an association of taxes.
Estoy aquí para demandar que no toquen a ULA y que también respeten el pago de los Juegos Olímpicos. Los trabajadores merecen los $30 a la hora, ahora mismo.
I'm here asking for ULA not to be touched at all, and I'm also asking for the Olympic wage to be respected as well for the workers who really need it because they deserve $30 an hour.
Y por favor, se les pide que no olviden esta ayuda de ULA porque somos personas trabajadoras de bajos recursos, pagamos impuestos y por favor que no nos olviden porque ya no queremos más gentes en la calle, que nosotros lo estamos viendo con nuestros propios ojos. Gracias.
And please do not forget us, the workers please do not forget about ULA. We need this help. We are the workers. We are the people with low income and low resources. We are the ones who pay taxes. And please do not forget about us because we will end up on the street and we do not want to see more people ending up without a house.
Good morning. Which items?
Buenos días, comentario general. Mi nombre es Irma Fabián y vengo del Distrito 1, miembro de SAGE y de la colectiva de transformación comunitaria de Metro. La
Yes, my name is Irma Fabian, and I am a member, I live in District 1, I am a member of ACE, and I am a member from the Metro Transfer Organization.
La medida ULA pasó en el 2022 por la votación de los angelinos.
Measure ULA passed in 2022 as voted by Angelinos.
Esta medida debe mantenerse por ser un medio importante que nos ha ayudado a la mayoría de las personas evitando desalojos.
This measure should stay as is because it has been an important way for us, the members of the community, to avoid evictions.
Manteniendo las viviendas asequibles, el derecho al abogado.
Maintaining accessible housing as well as legal representation.
Tomar decisiones contra esta medida es violentar la dignidad de los votantes.
And taking decisions against this measure is to violate the dignity of the voters.
Y el respeto a la democracia por el voto.
and respect of democracy by the vote.
Queremos que protejan totalmente y mantenerla para que se siga usando para que las familias estemos unidas.
We want you to protect it so that it can continue to be used so that the families may maintain themselves together
En viviendas seguras.
in secure housing situations.
ULA es una medida esencial que está ayudando para financiar viviendas y construirlas.
ULA is essential to help finance housing and to be able to build new housing.
ULA es un modelo para la nación por lograr los cambios que se están haciendo a pesar de la política progresista que vivimos.
And ULA is a model for the new changes that need to happen despite the racism that we are living.
Gracias.
Thank you.
Godfrey Plata, Deputy Director at LA Forward Institute, here urging Council to visit my favorite part of LAHD's website, the ULA Revenue Dashboard. At housing.lacity.gov/ULA-dashboard, click on ULA Revenue. The ULA Revenue Dashboard tracks the monthly revenue generated by Measure ULA, and we hope you build it into your staff briefings. On the dashboard, you'll see that as of last month, revenue from ULA totaled $991 million. It's bringing in an average of $31 million a month into the city, sometimes much more than that, which means this month we are celebrating ULA's billion-dollar revenue birthday, and over half of all those funds are thanks to ULA's revenue from multifamily and commercial housing. On the dashboard, you can disaggregate revenue by council district, so I'd love to honor the top 3 contributing districts, CD11, CD5, and CD4. Thank you so much. Your top 3 districts have contributed $613 million as of last month, contributing almost 2/3 of funding to the entire city's funding for affordable housing and homelessness prevention.
Estoy aquí para pedirles con urgencia que protejan a ULA.
I'm here to ask you urgently to protect Measure ULA.
ULA es fundamental para nuestras comunidades. No solo es una medida necesaria, sino también un voto ganado democráticamente.
Not only is it fundamental to the community as a need, but it's also something that we voted on as a people in a democratic vote.
Por el cual luchamos para que pudieran existir y mantenerse vigente.
And we have fought for it to come into existence and for it to stay in effect.
Hoy está siendo atacada por ricos y por los corporativos millonarios que no quieren que los recursos lleguen a nuestras comunidades.
And today, it's under attack by the rich and corporate billionaires that don't want the funds to be able to come to the community.
Por eso es indispensable que ustedes actúen con responsabilidad y la protejan.
And so, at this time, it is essential for you to act responsibly and to protect it in order to protect the community.
No pueden permitir que se viole nuestra voluntad ni que se elimine una medida que nuestra comunidad ganó con su esfuerzo.
And you can't allow for them to violate our will and what the community has asked for.
Nuestro voto debe respetarse, debe contar, y ULA es una herramienta esencial para la estabilidad y el bienestar de nuestras comunidades.
Our vote should be respected and it should count. And it is important for us to have this for the benefit and for the support and stability of the community.
Les pedimos que mantengan y protejan a ULA. Gracias.
We ask that you keep and protect Measure ULA. Thank you.
Mi nombre es Perseveranda Martínez y vengo de comunitario de comunidad y estoy aquí para poder pedirles favor que protejan ULA. Ustedes
un momento. Pare ahí y voy a interpretar y luego puede continuar. Gracias.
Sorry.
Hi, my name is Perseveranda Martinez. I'm here from Community Power Collective, and I'm here to ask for you to protect ULA. Adelante.
Concejales tienen la responsabilidad de proteger a nuestra comunidad y una de las maneras nueva comunidad. Una de las maneras más importantes de hacer es defender a ULA.
Council, you have the responsibility to protect our community. And one of the most important ways for you to do that is to protect ULA.
ULA ha traído y
Buenos días, mi nombre es Eloisa Galindo. Quiero hablar en comentario público, por favor.
Hi, good morning. My name is Eloisa Galindo, and I'm here to give a general public comment, please.
Okay, so you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Un minuto, adelante.
Hoy estoy aquí para pedirles que a todos ustedes que protejan a ULA.
I'm here to ask all of you to please protect Measure ULA.
Que protejan el voto del público. El pueblo lo decidió en el año 22.
Please protect the people's vote. The people voted for this in 2022.
Karen Bass y ustedes como concejales tienen el derecho y el deber de proteger lo que el pueblo eligió, ULA.
Karen Bass and you as a council have the right and the duty to protect the people's vote, which was for Measure ULA.
Siempre en una parte está el pueblo que hace grande California y en el otro lado están los poderosos, los políticos y el 1% de los billonarios.
We have one side, which is the people, the community, and then on the other side, we have the powerful, the politicians, and the 1%, the billionaires.
La Asociación contra Impuestos y la presión de los desarrolladores están hablando para querer derrotar a ULA.
And we have the Anti-Tax Association that wants to take down and destroy ULA.
Al 1% de los billonarios no les debemos permitir hacer esto con ULA.
And the 1%, those billionaires that are doing this, we shouldn't allow them to be able to take down Measure ULA.
Al contrario, el 1% debería pagar los impuestos y habría mejor educación pública, viviendas accesibles, salud, acceso a la salud y un pago justo para los trabajadores.
In fact, it should be the opposite. That same 1% should be paying their taxes so that we can have better public education, more affordable housing, and fair wages for workers.
Public, when you hire clowns, you get a circus. Item number 2 through 15 are for abatement liens by these criminals of the incompetent, sleazy council of corruption to place massive liens on citizens' properties instead of assisting the public. This clown council is going to vote to give dimwit Nithya Raman and Poverty Pit Heather Hutt and the LAPD another $25,000 for security at an upcoming party in item 67. But they can't find a way to assist these citizens versus placing liens on their properties. Thanks, Dimwit Raman, thanks, Poverty Pimp Hut. Instead, these clowns are going to vote on items 2 through to line the pockets of the indicted out on bail and on trial for polygamy and 21 counts of extortion, Curran Price, and criminally insane sleazy Harris-Dawson via abatement contracts, demanding an investigation of Dawson, Curran Price, and Poverty Pimp Heather Hutt. All these items against the public should receive a no vote. I demand an investigation of these funds. Items 16 to 21 are for abatement liens by these criminals of the incompetent, sleazy council of corruption to place massive liens on citizens' properties instead of assisting the public. In my opinion, wording should be added to these items that will use the lien funds extorted from the public by Curran Price and Dawson to finance an investigative report on how much increased commerce, increased job opportunities, how much increase in public services these incompetent council circus clowns are bringing into each district of the city. Unfortunately, the answer will be zero, and thus our raging homelessness, costing us hundreds of billions of dollars in human lives. In my opinion, these funds should have special have special current price and Dawson audit provisions that will prevent the 21-count indicted out on bail and on trial for polygamy and government funds extortion via voting on his wife's city business contracts cannot embezzle the funds. I demand that Sleazy D stop his thought police free speech violating crimes against the people. Item 74 by McCosker is yet another upcoming multi-million-dollar lawsuit payout by our incompetent government. What else are you going to do for the people, McCosker? How much commerce is this suit going to increase in the district? Answer, none. Item 74, lawsuits and dimwit Brahmins, $25,000 to the LAPD is how these incompetent, corrupt clowns are addressing the $70,000 homeless epidemic emergency, the $275 billion fire damage emergency, all of which are incompetent and corrupt government created. General public comment. Public, when you hire clowns, you get a circus. Last week, Hernandez and Soto Martinez were cheesing on Channel 35, standing on the street corner, giving away bags of food, talking about giving to the community. Someone please tell these two that giving away bags of food, while not a criminal act like Dawson, Price, and Poverty Pit Hut, this is not their job. The Chinese counterparts of the Sleazy Council and county boards are promoted based on how much of an increase in commerce and thereby increase in jobs and increase in overall community well-being they bring to their community improvement, increase in commerce people. The problem is that none of these incompetent council people know how to increase commerce. They only know standing on street corners, liquor licenses, placing liens on the public, and straight up current price Marquise Dawson, Poverty Pimp Hut, incompetence, and corruption while collecting their over $20,000 per month salaries. Public, we need a new system.
I'll start with item 65. This is regarding a public service announcement, artwork, and content for citywide display to initiate a quote-unquote Know Your Rights PSA on sidewalk and transit amenities program. I think a frustrating aspect about ICE occupying LA is that most of what the city, what these offices and what the mayor wants to do is remind people what their rights are. Most of us know our rights. Most immigrants know their rights. The issue is that their rights are being trampled on, and the LAPD is helping ICE do it. And the LAPD, rather than protecting immigrants from these kidnappings, which are illegal, they're brutalizing protesters who want to stand up to them. So rather than reminding us what our rights are and spending resources reminding us what our rights are, do something to actually protect those rights. We also have motions on this agenda for private security for Runyon Canyon. So when Councilmember Rahman ran on a platform of defunding the police, I guess she meant defund the police and give that money to private security. Then again, we have Care Plus sweeps on the agenda, which are pretty abysmal euphemisms because there's nothing caring about these sweeps. And if you ran on a platform of ending sweeps like Mr. Soto Martinez did, like Ms. Hernandez and Ms. Jurado did, who are right now engaging in a side conversation with Heather, which is really disrespectful. It would be great if you'd pay attention. Thank you, Hugo, for paying attention. If you want to live up to the things you ran on, you could vote against these Care Plus sweeps because they are throwing away people's belongings. They're not actually offering services. People have really important items like important documents, prescription medications, cherished possessions that are irreplaceable thrown away, and then they're oftentimes not even promised services. And just this past week, I believe in Isabel Jurado's district, there was a sweep. Community members like from LA Can were asking to speak with her, and Isabel, you showed up in a police escort and didn't get out of the car, didn't address anyone in the community, while LA San and the LAPD were throwing away people's belongings. Now, I appreciate that you beat Kevin De Leon in his election because he was awful, and I supported you to that end, but you really haven't been living up to your campaign promises to actually work for the people, because you're letting these sweeps happen, and you're not standing up to your council president when he does egregious things, like cut off public comment when there's so many people here, and I know we're going to be the last ones to have a chance to speak.
General public comment.
Measure ULA, a vital funding source, is now under attack from developers and landlords, and the Olympic wage fought hard for and won. Marquise wants to roll it back before increases have begun. What the fuck? This shit sucks. This council is weak. Could you at least listen to the people when we speak? Now is not the time to chit-chat with your friends. Can you pay attention until public comment ends? Council soon will go on a long recess. They get a month-long break from working and business. How lucky are they to take all this time to enjoy the holidays on the taxpayer's dime? Oh, does it take a state mandate to get remote comment? Why does this whole body treat the people with contempt? And what about the censorship that violates our rights? You haven't seen the end of it. We're still in this fight. Before the last few people in this row speak, I would like to just encourage all of you to stand up to your president when he does shitty things. Shout out Smoke and Scan.
Hola, mi nombre es Mayra. Actualmente resido en Los Ángeles. El incremento de vivienda en lo personal a mi familia nos ha afectado.
Hi, my name is Mayra, and I reside in Los Angeles, and I have been personally affected by the rent increases.
Es difícil pagar el aumento de renta.
It is really hard to pay this rent increase.
La ULA enfrenta una presión coordinada por parte de grupos antiimpuestos del lobby inmobiliario.
Measure ULA is facing a coordinated and strategic attack by lobbyists that are against, or developing lobbyists.
Desde intentos de derogación a nivel estatal hasta exigencias de desarrolladores que buscan excepciones.
And there have been attacks even at the state level for developers who are looking to find exceptions to the rule.
Debemos detener esto. La ULA está haciendo lo que los votantes pidieron.
We have to stop this. Measure ULA is doing exactly what the people have voted for.
Y no podemos permitir que la presión del sector inmobiliario le debilite ni desvirtúe su propósito.
And we cannot allow for the real estate industry's pressure to weaken what we have done through this measure.
Los fondos de la ULA son esenciales para mantener a las personas en sus hogares mediante la prevención de desalojos.
ULA funds are essential to keep people in their homes through preventing evictions.
La creación de viviendas permanentes y asequibles y la estabilidad a largo plazo.
And this is also through the creation of permanent affordable housing, which promotes housing stability within the community.
No debemos dejar que nadie nos empuje a desviar este dinero hacia soluciones
Señora
temporales.
comentarista, ya se le acabó su tiempo. Tenemos que seguir a la misma siguiente persona.
Gracias.
Thank you.
My name is Dennis Madison, Senior Vice President of Architecture and Engineering at Forest Lawn. Very happy to be here today asking for your support of the recycled water agreement between DWP and Forest Lawn. Forest Lawn is proud to be one of the city's earliest recycled water users, irrigating the landscape of our Hollywood Hills Cemetery now for over 33 years with recycled water. With the agreement before you today, we look forward to continuing to work with DWP on water reuse for another 35 years. Forest Lawn would like to thank the DWP Commission for its support and DWP staff for their dedication in completing this agreement, and we respectfully request your approval. Thank you.